And we start with Sefer Chofetz Chaim, and its stories about the Holy Chofetz Chaim. Right, what we're told by his son. And it says, a wagon driver told me the following. Once he drove my father to a certain destination. My father, as was his way, spoke with the driver concerning man's purpose in this world, with the wagon driver. Right? A wagon driver asked, with what can impoverished fellow like myself merit the world to come? My father replied, establish a free loan fund. The wagon driver could not help but laugh. Is Rav serious? Or why I'm a poor man? Right? So these people work with horses. Like sometimes they have customers, sometimes they don't have customers. Basically, they would stand in some station, like a taxi, some of the taxi, but where they would drive people, drive merchandise, right? And they were not the most, not the richest people, to say the least, right? So he said, this fellow asked, they were talking the purpose of life, because it doesn't matter, as we said many times, that doesn't matter what you do in this life. You're rich, you're poor. I mean, nice looking, not nice looking, doesn't matter. So you can reach your potential and get to Olam Haba, right? But you need to know what to do in this life, and many things we have to just ignore. So all these troubles, as some people unfortunately go through so much in their life. I don't know, it's simply unbelievable. To all of the stresses from all of the time, and nicest people, very sweet people. And but I told one of this person, I said I don't have a solution. Whatever this situation, me personally, I don't have a solution and I don't have advice. But what I can say that you must know that it's going to end sooner or later, but it's going to end. So don't think that your situation is permanent one. Right? Now it looks like almost the end of the world or end of the life, and nothing is going, and Hashem is not listening. But just remember, it's temporary. It's going to finish. That's it. So, but your job and my job, just to ignore these obstacles, right, as much as we can, and what is it? And continue doing what we must. That's why we will always have to stay in focus. That's why this holy Chofetz Chaim, he has a conversation, right? Many rabbis would not even enter a conversation. What should I talk to this wagon driver about Talmud, about this deep insights of Ramban and Tosafos? I mean, he cannot, probably most likely he can read only Tehillim, what to talk. And Chofetz Chaim was engaged, would engage everybody, right, in conversation. Right, and he would say if he knows the purpose of life, and said the wagon drivers, and other people, without any special achievement, they would say me, get into Olam Haba. You serious for what? So in some people, it's only in them, only the great tzaddikim, great rabbis get something, or great Hasidim of this world. But other people ask, what we can do, and it's not true, right? It's not true. And there are some stories of these great tzaddikim. So actually, I don't remember who said it. One of our great sages, I don't remember who. In one of the later generations, so he said these stories are actually a poison. Chas v'sholom. All of these stories about olden days, they're poison. How is they poison? How can this holy rabbi said about these stories? He said because they actually bring people down. So they say, you have to be Baal Shem Tov to get Olam Haba. Me, who am the lowly person. Right, what he can do, what is comparison to me, right? But we also always have to hear the story from our generation that the person, my neighbor, was exactly like me, and he did not do whatever 1, 2, 3 that I'm doing, and he achieved so much. So now a person will have a motivation. If he could have done it, and we actually were in the same kindergarten, and when teacher asked the question, I knew all the question, all the answers, and he did not know anything, and he started speaking at a 6 year when he was 6, and I started speaking when I have 2 months, something like that. You understand? So now you have an incentive. Right? Like somebody from more close generation than us, than somebody who can relate to us, right? Other people from previous generation, they're so holy like angels. Like, what is the connection? So basically, there is no connection. We don't feel a connection, and we don't feel that we can learn anything from them. So Chofetz Chaim, in his holiness, so he said how you can get to Olam Haba. He said establish this free loan fund, right? And this guy said I'm poor, and he started laughing. And what was the story that we said? Don't remember. Maybe it was a clip, right? One of the clips when they said it's not our job in this world to finish all the Torah, but our job is to start and continue. And same with this tzedakah or something nobody expects us to do anything, but to finish, because the end product is up to Hashem. But our job is to start and continue and contribute whatever we can every day. Contribute, and be serious, and Hashem is going to bless. So that's in essence what Chofetz Chaim is saying to this person, right? Even if you put aside a little, 10% of your salary, 15% of your salary to this free loan society, right? Meaning after a few months you would have something. So, and for you, maybe in your eyes it's nothing significant, but other people don't have even that. So even for that amount, after you, I'm just developing this story that you set aside in the past 2 or 3 months, they can buy the same Shabbos meal or something. The whole family can survive 1 week until the father comes back from the fair, or some from whatever he went on the business trip. You understand? So, right, so that's what he said, I think. My father replied, you're under the impression that to start the free loan fund, one needs hundreds of rubles. Right? Hundreds of rubles, as we understand, it was tremendous amount of money. So I did not check. I didn't have time to research how much was buying power, but most likely it was a lot. Right. It is not so. One needs only a few coins to start such a fund. Set aside 1 coin each week, and after a few weeks, you will have enough to set aside to extend one small loan to one individual. And as a week passes, the sum will grow, and in a matter of time, you will have saved up a sizable amount with which you will be able to extend the number of the loans simultaneously. Your mother's free loan fund will be a precious before Hashem as those whose sums total many hundreds of rubles. So let's read it again and try to understand what is the secret. Again, my father replied, you're under the impression to start the free loan fund, you need hundreds of rubles. Okay, so far so good. It is not so. You need only a few coins to start the fund. Set aside 1 coin each week. So far, as we said before, it makes sense. 1 coin you can afford. After a few weeks, you have enough to set aside and extend the small loan to one individual. So that's what we do. 1 loan to one individual, small loan. As weeks pass, the sum will grow, and in the matter of time, you will have saved up sizable amount with which you will be able to extend number of the loans simultaneously. Meaning that you just with the time passes, you have more and more and more. And I'm just saying for myself. And Hashem sees that the mitzvahs that you do. Also, He said, "Oh, that's what you like to do this mitzvah. I'll give you a bit more." I like you. I like what you're doing. I want to bless your parnasa. Now you're going to have 3 times more customers. Customers suddenly like you. Then now they want to sign a contract for you to work for them I don't know, 3 days a week or 4 days a week. You understand? So that's how it works. You start with some, right? Believe in Hashem, and then He's going to bless your endeavors. Your modest free loan fund will be precious before Hashem, as those whose sums total many hundreds of rubles. Right? So Hashem does not need. Hashem has all this money in the world. But He wants us to do His mitzvahs. That's what He wants. I mean, if He would not want everybody to have bread and other all of the foods, and He would do that. But He wants us to have this opportunity to help others, right, and get rewarded. A wagon driver heeded my father's advice, and in the course of time, he was extending numerous small loans simultaneously on steady basis. Meaning, as we said, short-term loans in olden days, so people did not have savings, right? So people were living day by day, so we would need to survive until they being paid or something, until they sell their produce or something, right? So that's what it is. Amazing. So I'm not sure why, but I was thinking about skipping these stories, but I think these stories right, amazing. We can learn a lot from them. Okay, stop here.